Hey, do you wanna be like these guys?
Try not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Lillard, long range three, and it's good! Another chance here. DiVincenzo, he's got it!
If you say yes, you come to the right place. In this video, you will learn how to create a jump shot that can help you when you're shooting, and will know everything to be lethal in the 3-point line, help you achieve your basketball goals. You will learn some things that I learned with the best shooters in the NBA, like Stephen Curry, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Haliburton, and so many others. So get comfortable, relax, subscribe, and let's get started. I passed more than 2 years training, learning, and implementing things in my jump shot. And in these 2 years, I think the most effective form to improve your jump shot is with the 4-step method. What is the 4-step method? Well, it consists of learning, implementing, reviewing, and repeating. Really simple, but since I already made a video about that, I will be short. In the first phase, you are going to learn a new mechanic. Whoa, what is a mechanic, Daniel? Calm down, it's simple. A mechanic is a specific movement that you are going to do when you're making your jump shot that will result in your shot being more powerful, precise, or consistent. There is hundreds of mechanics to learn, so just pick one and learn what that mechanic will help you on in your shot, how to make the correct movement of that mechanic, and other tips and experience that can be useful about that mechanic. This is phase 1, learning. In phase 2, you are going to implement that mechanic that you just finished learning to your own jump shot. You can be asking, how I do that? Since you are focusing in implementing the mechanic, I recommend to start doing the movement very slow and close to the rim to understand that mechanic in real life. Then shooting some free throws and mid-range jump shots to starting getting the feeling of the mechanic in more real shots. And the final thing is to try fixing that mechanic on your jump shot in 3-point shots. Remember to implement that mechanic until it's on your natural way of shooting. In phase 3, you are going to review the mechanic. In other words, you're going to see if you really implemented that mechanic in your jump shot, or if you need to train a little more. You can do this by recording yourself shooting. As you can see right now, I am seeing if my movement is right or wrong. And yes, recording in public can be a little embarrassing at first, but it's very worth to do, as you can develop your jump shot much faster. And the final phase is to repeat. Here you are going to do all that steps again, because being honest with you, just one mechanic will not help you enough to perfect your jump shot. You see, I probably studied a lot of mechanics, like, I don't know, let's give it a number, 13. Of these 13 mechanics that I implemented, I probably really implemented about 20. And even with 20 mechanics implemented to my jump shot, I still don't have a perfect jump shot. Far from that. But I can say for sure that with every new mechanic that you implement, you will be a better shooter. So the limit of how good can be your jump shot is really your choice. This is the 4-step method. Now for some tips that I learned when implementing these mechanics that these NBA top shooters have. One big tip that I can help you is that when in the learning phase, you're going to learn the mechanic probably from a YouTube video. So check out my channel, okay? I would like to open some writing app like Word, Docs, or even the note block and write down what you are learning from the video as if you would write for the school or for some test. On the review phase, one thing that I like to do is make edited videos like this one that is appearing in the screen right now. For doing this, I make a lot of shots, then I edit those shots and I just edit the shots that I'm making the shots, okay, not the misses. And in these shots that I made, I see if I'm doing the mechanic right or not. Yes, this takes a little bit of work, but I find very useful. Visual keys mechanics. These are very interesting. I noticed that some mechanics you can use to see if your shooting is going in or not. For example, I focus on my set point. Set point is a very powerful mechanic to see if I should start the release on the ball now or sometime later. When I make this mechanic right, most of the time the shot's going in. This tip goes hand to hand with the last one, and is to focus when shooting. When you focus and really try to hit the shot, I notice that the shot have a higher chance of going in. And I think this is why flow state is so important, because the flow state is when you're totally focused on the game, and obviously when you're just totally focused on the game, you're going to hit more shots. The last thing I want to say for you in this video is some skills that I learned with Stephen Curry. So I've seen videos in YouTube talking about some skills that Stephen Curry did, and I gotta say, there's a lot of things that you can implement from Stephen Curry. Obviously he was the best of basketball shooting, and a lot of these things I teach on my video about Stephen Curry, okay? It's probably appearing in this screen right now, so if you wanted to see that, because it's basically a sequence of this video, go check it out. It's a great video and I think you will like, okay? So see you there.